The trial surrounding the Amarillo Civic Center funding is set to begin tomorrow.
Thanks for joining us tonight. The legal teams for the City of Amarillo and business owner Alex Fairley will present their cases to Judge William Sowder in the 320th Judicial Court of Potter County. Judge Sowder will determine if it was legal for the City of Amarillo to use $260 million in anticipation notes to fund improvement and expansion projects for the Amarillo Civic Center complex. That story, part of our Democracy 2022 coverage tonight. The Amarillo City Council first approved an issuance of $260 million in tax notes to fund the renovation and expansion of the Amarillo Civic Center complex back in May.
We reached a point where 80% of the City Council felt like the right business decision for the city was to move forward as quickly as possible. And so the tool that was available to us to do that was anticipation notes.
After that vote, Fairley questioned whether or not the city was legally able to use the notes in that way.
If people in government who have the ability to impose tax get to do whatever they want just because that person's opinion is we just need this, then government is utterly out of control and run amok. So it's a really bad answer to say, we told people we wanted it, so even if we did something wrong, they should have had, good notice.
Nelson says taxpayers are losing money on the Civic Center every day, and last year, $6,300 a day went towards subsidizing the Civic Center, which is why she believes something has to be done.
We felt the urgency of solving it now. If we could do it and do it before interest rates went up, before construction costs continued to climb. So we tried to act quickly in order to capture that opportunity.
He believes the issue should be brought back to the people to vote on for funding the Civic Center.
It's just a principled issue. Taxing entities, I think they either did something illegal or they have abused the spirit and the intent of a law by finding an end around a two-step process it was never intended to be.
With the trial set to begin tomorrow, both sides shared what they hope will come from the suit.
I think we followed the process correctly. Anticipation notes are just a tool that every city has in the toolbox for issuing debt. We used it properly, we followed the statute properly, and I think as we trust the process of this litigation, the results will show that we followed the statute properly.
I think the first goal is that Judge Sowder says, look, you didn't do this right, I'm not going to let you do it, and they turn back this ordinance and the potential to borrow this money. But I think secondarily, and maybe it's become primarily, is just that it's become well known all across the state of Texas now that Amarillo is trying to do this.
Officials have said they expect this trial to take a minimum of 2 days, but would not be surprised if it takes longer. The trial is set to begin at 9 a.m. and will be live streamed on the District Court's YouTube page. Digital reporter David Gay will be in the courtroom tomorrow and will provide updates on the developing story. For a look at our continued coverage of this story from our digital team, go to myhighplains.com.